What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to give you the top 10 habits that are going to help transform the rest of your 2023 and make sure that this is the best year of your life. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Number one is gratitude, just simply being thankful for what it is that you currently have. That way you're able to cherish that and allow room for more as you learn a little bit more about what it is that can be improved and how you can take your life to the next level. But what that first takes is analysis of where you currently are and where you want to be. Number two is a powerful morning ritual. I'm a firm believer in the fact that if you wake up a little bit earlier, you'll be able to set the tone for your day, make sure that you have as much room as possible to do what it is required on that current day to move the needle forward in your life. For me personally, my morning ritual looks like waking up as early as possible, whether it's 5 or 6 a.m. and instead of scrolling social media, instead of doing things that are unproductive, going right into a cold shower so I can feel alert, and then either going to the gym for a workout or making sure that I'm doing some type of meditation or walking, something to just get my brain active and get the day going. Number three is continuous learning. What I've learned is the more people that I meet, there's a differentiating factor between the two types of people that gain more out of life and don't gain more out of life. People who gain more out of life are always open to learning new things because they understand that you never truly know enough. There's always something new that you can learn, and I feel like if you put yourself in a box and tell yourself that you already know everything, you won't know what it is that can really help you propel to the next level. So you always have to be open to learning. And another thing I recommend to go along with that is just learning from people who are where you want to be. I'm a firm believer in that. If you are traveling a path you haven't traveled before, you should always look for a person that might have been coming back from where you're trying to go. That way you can take away what it is that they've understood and accomplished on that path, and you can learn it and kind of add your own variation to your own journey in life. Number four is setting goals. Everyone says that, but there's a certain way to do it to make sure that you actually get what it is that you want out of the year. And that is going to take daily actions, daily habits, as well as making sure that you have a proper roadmap to get you from point A to Z, detailed as possible, consisting of those three things. And it really comes down to what you're going to be doing on a day-to-day basis, going back to the actions and the habits, because that is what is going to actually move the needle forward in your life. And you need to be aiming to move the needle forward in your life on a day-to-day basis. Number five is just daily exercise. Whether it's running or doing yoga or going to the gym, you want to move your body as much as possible because this will help you in all other aspects of life. If you're able to kind of do that inner work, and work towards your physique or your dream physique, you'll be able to implement that same strategy into other areas of your life. Progressing in that way will also lead towards more fulfillment. And to go along with that, healthy eating habits. This is a very hard one, because we live in a age of just instant gratification. It's very easy to just go on the Uber app or Uber Eats app and order whatever meal that you want and without having to cook. But this is also something I'm trying to work on, and I know that if I am going to utilize Uber Eats, I'm going to make sure it's the healthiest option possible 9 times out of 10. And if that's the worst case, but what you ideally want to do is be able to make sure that you're getting in the proper protein, carbs, fats, and things that are going to help you avoid unnecessary unhealthy ingredients. Number seven, time management. This is something I've got great with over time, and it kind of goes back to when I was in school. But what I found to work for me the best is the night before, the next day, you want to make sure that you write out every single thing that you want to do the following day, and you want to hour block it. You want to make sure from 4 to 5 or 4 to 6 you're going to the gym, 6 to 7 you have something else there, maybe showering, eating breakfast, 8 to 9 and going in that order throughout your whole day till the time you sleep, to make sure that every single hour that you have free is blocked with actions that are going to move the needle forward and get you towards your goals. And how you could probably implement this into your life currently is, if you're working a job, get those tasks out of the way, but 5 to 11 or 5 to 12, 5 to 1 in the morning. Those are the crucial hours that are going to help move your life forward, whether it's working on a side project or side hustle. So those are that is the time that you should definitely hour block, because really it's the only time that you actually have available. But if you kind of go home and don't really have a plan, you might just end up watching TV and wasting a bunch of time. So try to hour block, especially from those hours if you are currently working. Number 8 is mindfulness. I feel like we hear this all the time, but it's so important to just stay present, because if you think about it, life is literally just a bunch of todays. Tomorrow doesn't technically exist. It's not guaranteed. Yesterday is also something you can't ever visit. So it's very important to just live in the present moment. And something I heard that correlates to this is, I heard one time someone was saying that when you're driving a car, you can't get to your destination if you're looking in the rear view. So it's like looking at what's already happened, right, the past. But you also can't only look completely forward, because then you're neglecting the 2 side mirrors and then the rear view. So you have to be alert of everything, in the full frame. So what is that? The side mirrors, and as well as the what's going forward, and also the rear view, and take it all into account, which is today. That's the current moment. That's observing all angles of your life and what is happening currently right now. Number 9, financially disciplined. This is another one that if you can nail is going to give you more freedom in life. And what I mean by that is, what I've learned is, if you're able to keep a high credit score, stay out of bad debt, it's okay to use debt if it's going to go towards cash producing assets, or going to get you more active income. But what I've learned is just being able to track your expenses and budgeting correctly will save you a lot. And also, to go with that, play more offense than defense is what I mean by that is, people are usually just making the most of the current income that they have and making sure they use that correctly without actively trying to increase their income on a day-to-day basis. So that's my biggest recommendation. Something I've learned is trying to play more offense, get more active income. There's always room to take your income to the next level, and that is something I'm going to be actively doing as I get older from this very point. And number 10 is self-care. That is pretty much taking care of your physical, spiritual, and mental, and combining them all into one. Whatever it is that you have internal, in those 3 categories is going to contribute to what you see on the outer world. So those 3 categories are very important towards cultivating the best possible reality that you've always dreamt of. So yeah, guys, with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to progressing with you guys and giving you more actionable tips that I'm implementing into my own life to make sure that I reach my full potential and make this the best year of my life. If you like that, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Peace.